Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige, this is Seeking Alexandria, and today you know that we had, while we were at Walgreens the other day, and we picked up this Maybelline palette, we also picked up something else that I had to check out. You guys, LA Colors put out these two kits. Oh, there's a wall there. This one is the Insta Nude Look palette, or not palette, but like kit, and it was $10. And then there was this 9-piece eyeliner and sharpener set for $6. There's one matte black eyeliner, and then what is that, like 7 metallics or 8 metallics? I was like, what? I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of a metallic, but for $6, girl, I gotta check it out. And then over here in this kit for $10, they gave you this matte eyeshadow palette, an eyeliner that looks like a twist up more style, a mascara, a nude lipstick, and then a blush contour highlight kit. So I thought we would kind of go through this, put it on our face, and see for $10, is it something that is maybe a good travel kit or something? I am so into this, you guys. I saw this for $10. Literally, I was like, I don't even know why I'm here. Like, I have to have this kit. Like, damned be to anyone that tried to take it out my hands. I have used LA Colors in the past before. They're definitely more of an affordable brand. Like, the quality isn't always the best, but I mean, sometimes you get what you pay for, and other times you can be pleasantly surprised. And I think that it's the season where everyone's on a budget and everyone's trying to buy gifts and everyone's trying to da-da-da-da-da. So, I mean, I figured for $10 we should look and see, is this something that's good or something that you don't want to waste no monies on? So let's get rid of that box because girl ain't got no room. And then it comes like this. And okay, just a matte eye look, which is all brown neutrals, which is great. Eyeliner, mascara, pink undertone nude lipstick. I did not anticipate that. I thought that would have more brown undertone. I don't know why. And then blush contour highlight. All right, let's do this, guys. All right, I am, by the way, you know how I've told you guys this in previous videos, and if you're new here, hi, what's up? I'm very real. Like, I'm the realest person you'll probably find on YouTube. So my eyes chronically water when I don't get enough sleep, which is almost always. So I didn't get enough sleep last night. My eye is watering right here. So if at any point in this you're like, why does her eye look funny? It's just the way that my cookie has crumbled all over my face. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and check out this matte eyeshadow palette first. It just says LA Color, doesn't say anything else. Oh, but I like that they spelled out the word matte like in the colors. Can you see that? That's cool. That's a cute detail. Good deal. Okay, it comes with this stupid spongy applicator thing, which we're just gonna throw over there because we don't care about it. And let's kind of maybe put our fingers in. Oh, that's really, they're creamy. All right, so you probably can't see them. It's very gradient from there to there, but the pigmentation seems decent. They are very creamy. Okay, I'm into it. I'm into it so far. No mirror, obviously, so we're gonna set this guy down and go to the mirror because your girl needs to blot her freaking eye again because that's what we do. All right, so I need my eyeshadow primer. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly in a baseball bat. Where are you at? Where are you at? Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly in a baseball bat. Girl, if you know, leave it down below. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, and I'm gonna take this lightest shade right here and go all over the lid. Anybody else's eyes like chronically water, and then like that foundation line just keeps going and going, and before I know it, I'm like missing foundation in this whole area. It's looking really cute so far. Anyways, back to that shadow. That actually laid down very nicely, very good even pigmentation. Didn't have like any weird sticking or grabbing, so that's good. And you guys, I'm actually gonna probably speed this part up, and I'm just gonna work my way through these colors and work them into the crease. It's gonna be a real super easy, natural eye look. I don't wanna spend too much time on it. Like as far as in the video, I want this to be, you know, kind of a move through it kind of video. So I'm gonna just speed up the video and let you guys kind of watch. Alright, so as you could see in that entire speed up, I wasn't digging it with just the mattes, so I did go in with the Amazon, or the Tarte, what is this? Park Avenue Princess Chrome Paint. The Chrome Paint is performing nicely, but I'm having a hard time with this shadow. They are super creamy and the pigment isn't horrible, but that black for some reason just really made everything look like dirty and messy and not evenly pigmented. So like wherever I'm putting it, it's just like skipping around the lid and it's not looking cute. So I'm a little frustrated, but I'm trying to come up with a way to fix that. Like you can even kind of see it right here, how it just like skipped around my eyelid and like didn't evenly distribute between here and here. It's just like all balled up in the center right there. It's not instilling much faith at this point. I'm trying to think of what I could put over that to make it look good. I thought about taking the shade Fire Dancer in the same paint pots and like putting that on the outer V to help kind of cover up the black. I think I'm gonna try that real quick. Because guys, we gotta do something. This does not look cute. That's kind of pretty. All right. I've said it before, you guys, and I'll say it again. Glitter, if you make a mistake on your eyes, is the way to go. So that made a substantial difference. And in case you couldn't tell, like the palette isn't bad as long as you don't mind covering up almost everything that you do. So that's kind of where I'm at with that right now. And what's weird too is like I don't understand why the palette is having such a hard time. Like, and I know what you're probably thinking, like, well, it's because your eyes are watering. Like, it's having an issue equally on both sides. It's not my eyes that are watering. I can definitely separate the two. I've been doing it a very long time. And I'm just very frustrated with the way that those performed. I mean, it's not like I expected perfection or anything, but I did expect a little bit better pigmentation. Is that wrong of me? I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and put the lids back on these because you know we don't want nothing to be drying out. And see, you can kind of tell too, now that there is a stark comparison between the red and the brown, like you can see up in that area, the upper crease, it just looks so muddy. Ugh, and I don't live for that. Like I've told you guys before, I like my colors to look like that color. So if I put on a black, I want it to look like I put on a black, or you know, a deep black, maybe even a deep brown. But if I put on a brown, I want it to look like brown. And what happened is that black went in there and it just muddied up the brown, made it look just like chalky and just not cute. Not cute. We will proceed with caution to the next route, which is this contour blush situation down here, which I can't get out the package. And we're gonna try him out. Let's see what we have here. Oh wow, the blush feels nice and creamy. Ooh, the blush is pretty. And for highlight, this is a matte highlight. So you have the contour shade and the highlight shade right there. Again, very creamy feeling. I mean, it could be worse at this point. And my other issue is look at the size of that pan. Like how the hell am I supposed to get all up in there with my brush? That's not horrible. I actually really like the even pigmentation of this. It goes on kind of smooth, like for as almost chalky feeling or as chalky looking as the eyeshadow went on, this contour feels a lot easier to like blend, manipulate, work with. I did not expect that. That's not awful. I mean, I definitely need to blend it out a little bit. It got a little too intense, but that's all right. We'll fix that in a minute. Let's go ahead and grab my blush brush here and let's try this blush side. I'm intrigued. That blush is really pretty. Like really pretty. I'm shocked with that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna take the big brush here and just kind of blend those two out a little bit. As you guys know, I get a little bit intense when it comes to contour and highlight, so I like to kind of buff them out. Now, as far as this highlight shade goes, you guys know I don't use a natural highlight. I love like a pop-in highlight. This is a matte highlight, but I thought we would take it and kind of see how she does. Oh, wow. That's actually really nice, brightening. Like, look at that. You can actually see a difference in like the tone of my face. Dang, all right. This is a good kind of powder to take like your beauty blender in, and if you needed to like cut your crease right here for your contour. Look at that. That actually looks really good. Okay. We be cutting contours at a shop today. Ooh, child. So you guys, this little kit I actually really like. The only issue I have, again, is with that contour being such a small pan, it's hard to get my brush in there. But if you go in with like a more of a wide fan brush, that would be the way to go. And I really like that blush. Like, look at that in person. It's a shimmer blush. Like, this is shimmery, but the matte and the highlight are, the bronzer and the highlight are both matte shades, but the blush has a sheen to it. Really pretty, but very soft. Like, I buffed my face out, and it actually, you can't even tell that it had like a sheen to it. It just looks very natural and flushed. This I really, really like. All right, now you guys know how I roll when it comes to the next couple things. I am gonna go off camera. I'm gonna put on some of this eyeliner, mascara, the lipstick. I don't think the lipstick is going to match, but I'll put it on anyways. We'll talk about it. And then I'll also go ahead and swatch the eyeliners for you guys in that $6 set, so you know what you're getting, what you're working with, what you be playing with. If you're curious, we'll talk about, are they creamy? Are they good? Are they worth it? Who the hell knows? Girl, I have not even opened that box yet. So let me go ahead, get the rest of this happening. I will check back in, give you some final thoughts, and decide if this kit was worth $10, if the other kit was worth $6, or if, girl, you should not even go near that Walgreens store for these items. So hold on one second. All right, so obviously everything is on the face, and the first thing that I want to say is let's go over the mascara. That was an interesting experience. The mascara has a very hard, like, bristled wand on it, so it's very like it was almost, if it hit the lash line, you could definitely feel it. It wasn't a bad mascara. It was one of the more natural ones. It seemed like it had a little bit more water to it. But overall, I don't think it was the worst mascara I've ever used. Like, truth be told, that's the wand right there. I don't think what I'm trying to convey will be on camera. But I've used, let me put it this way, I've used more expensive ones that were worse. So it's not the worst. I think that if you're like wearing fake lashes and you're just trying to like coat them and, you know, say screw it, this would be fine. It did go on very nicely as far as coating each lash. I just actually reviewed another mascara. I don't remember which one it was, and I gave it a very similar critique to where it does coat every lash and it does a good job at that. It doesn't do too much for volumizing or lengthening. It did lengthen a little, just not a lot, but it did define very, very nicely. And I wasn't pissed off at it. It was okay for a mascara. You know, like I said, I've used better, I've used worse, but you know, for being in a $10 kit, I think that it was actually really good. I did go ahead and obviously I did a tight line on my upper and lower lash lines. Sometimes I think I drink. What's really in my cup? Now, for the liner, the one that came in the $10 kit was this auto eyeliner. It's like a retractable one that you can, you know, move up and down. And I don't think it was a bad liner. I got it going right here on my hand. Just, it felt very, very hard. Like it didn't want to ever loosen up. And I don't know if this is one of those ones where if you kept working with it, it would. It doesn't seem to be moving all over on my lash line, but it also doesn't seem to be, ooh, I better just put the lid on you and put you down. I am dangerous. But it also doesn't seem to be just like sitting down and really putting, like staying put to where I want it to go. It's not the worst. It's a very affordable eyeliner. Which brings me to the last thing in this kit, which was the lipstick. I actually don't think the lipstick was a horrible thing. I think that it went very nicely. I put it on my lips and it looked atrocious with this eye look. So I did go ahead and I gave you a big swatch right here. It is a lot more pink undertoned than what I would normally wear. For me, pink undertone lipsticks are not my jam. Unless I'm doing like a purple eye, and even then a lot of times I won't do it. For some reason, the pigmentation of that pink against my skin tone on my face is not attractive. And on the box, it actually does show a lot more brown undertone. So if you do pick up the set, be warned. Again, that's just me personally. I know a lot of people wear this and they look so beautiful in it. I feel like deeper skin tones can pull it off a lot better than my pasty ass skin. But overall, it's a really pretty color. It is in the shade, it doesn't say what color it is. I don't think it's overly relevant. But it wasn't a bad formula. It is very creamy, very opaque. I mean, that's like a 1-2 kind of thing, and it covered up very nicely. So I think in that respect, I almost dropped the other thing that's on my lap. But I think in that respect, it's good. Now over here, I did go ahead and swatch all of the eyeliners. I think my biggest like critique or thing that I noticed first was I was actually kind of impressed, because when I think of a like drugstore or more affordable metallic liner, I think of like chunky, metallic, grit. Like I think of all these negative things because that's what I've previously experienced. Even in high-end ones that I've tried, I've experienced, you know, kind of poor quality when it comes to really putting metallic. It comes off more as a glitter, and that is ugly. Is there lipstick on my teeth? Okay, I legitimately swear I thought there was lipstick on my teeth. But with these ones, it was actually a lot smoother and a lot nicer. The only thing, yet again, with these eyeliners is they felt very hard. Like, I felt like I had to really press on them. So I don't know if that's something that, for me, that's kind of a turnoff. I can't, like, my eyes water by themselves, which, by the way, it finally slowed down. Praise God. So that's a plus. But for me, my eyes are sensitive enough that I can't really use a one that I have to, like, press. I know that sometimes if you take a lighter and you kind of heat them up a little bit, they become more fluid. That's always an option, but as far as being a first swatch, they definitely were harder. But the pigmentation, you can probably see, is actually really beautiful on a lot of them. I mean, there was one, which was the blue one. He was a little bit more rough around the edges, but overall I still think that they all had very nice consistency. You just had to press a little harder for it, which I don't live for. But that's just, again, personal preference on that one. So, do I think that the kits are worth it for $10 and for $6? I think that if you are on a budget and you know how to make, say, one of these metallic eyeliners work, and you know how to maybe loosen up the fluid or make them more fluid in the pencil, I think that these are a great deal because the pigment is good and they are solid. Like, they're good, solid, big pencils. You're getting a lot of product. Yes, like I said, they're not as creamy as a high-end eyeliner. I'm gonna say that. Like, some people actually get these and they use them as lip liners. I've seen that before. I think the first person I saw do it was, I want to say, Patrick Starr, and I was like, what are you doing? But he uses these to line his lips sometimes. Not these particularly, but but eyeliners in general. So if that's something that you're looking for, I think that these are stunning and they could be used for that for sure, especially some of these colors. The white one, I was actually really taken back by. A white metallic liner, and it looks so beautiful. Like, it's just a very beautiful, nice white. I actually don't see much metallic in it at all. It's more of a, like, just a thick white shade, you know, just true white, what I would call true, like a wedding white. But these are really nice. For $6, I think that you're not really gonna go wrong, even if you only need them for one thing, or you're doing it for Halloween, or you're doing it for like a, hey, I just wanna be able to draw on my face with a pencil or something. These would be great for that. I actually have a friend who, at their school, they do what I would call a spirit day, but they do like a school day where, you know, they paint their face and they do all this fun stuff, and they actually get sets like this for that day because they go and they paint on their face and then they draw, and this allows them to kind of draw cool designs on their face, and I think they would be cool for that. But as far as doing like a tight rim liner, I don't know if these would be good for that or not without heating them up and seeing if I could make them a little more fluid. Again, that's just me. Some people it doesn't bother, and if it doesn't bother you, girl, go get you some $6 liners. Now, for that $10 kit, I think the lipstick is good. Not necessarily my shade, but I do think it's a very nice creamy lipstick, and it is very nice and matte. A lot of times with the more affordable brands, they get kind of confused when they say like, oh, it's matte, and then you're like, then why is it shiny? You know, there's like this whole discrepancy there, but they really did nail a good mattified formula, and I think that this would wear very comfortably on the lips because I put it on my lips initially, and I think that it would look beautiful with a gloss over it too. So two ways to wear it that I think would just be like top notch. I really do like this pack right here. I think that it's still on my face, which is shocking because a lot of times when I put affordable brand anything on like my face portion, it's gone in like 2 seconds. I did go in and I layered up 2 highlights on my face. I layered a little bit of the NARS Man Ray collection, which has a gold sheen to it. And then I went ahead and I put some of the Dose of Colors. I've been using this more and more since I found it in the shade Icy You Baby. So those are what the highlights are on my face. I also put them in the brow bone and in the inner eye if you are curious. So I think that this palette is good. The only, like, my biggest thing that I like hate out of this collection are these freaking matte eyeshadows, you guys. I cannot get over, like, I have tried to fix my eyes. I went off camera, like, I have tried, and I cannot make them look unmuddy, and it is my biggest pet peeve in the entire world, and now I have to live my entire day like this, and it's gonna drive me insane. This is a huge no. Don't even touch it unless you're only using like one of these lighter crease colors. You know what? Yeah, let me rephrase because I think I might have been a little off. I think if you stay away from this black, you'll be fine. But all the brown up through the light tones are beautiful. All right, so really it's just I regret touching the black shade. All right, fine. Look at me trying to come for like the whole palette when it's just this one shade. And I think the issue with the black is just that I tried to use it on the outer V and it doesn't play well with others. I think maybe if you were to take it and try and stamp it along your lash line and create like a faux liner effect, that might be a good option for it. Now this palette did have a lot of kick, so be mindful. To the eye, it wasn't bad. There was not a ton of fallout. There was a little, but not awful. This light shade down here was fabulous. It set the eye really nice, really creamy, and it did a very nice job really evening out pigmentation and skin tone. These three shades in the middle, these first two right here were a little disappointing. As I was building them up in the crease, they didn't seem to be doing much. They didn't build a ton. You know, they were just very what I call cagey shades. Like, we're not going to do too much. We're going to do just enough. Little lazy, but they still performed nicely. This deep brown though, the deepest brown before you get to the black right here, he was actually probably the nicest shade as far as going on and building and adding depth to the eye look. But girl, once you add that black, you've created this ugly, muddy gray mess thing that you see on my eyes that you just can't get rid of. So I'm going to be wearing glasses. The dark kind, hopefully, today that cover everything. Now, as far as what is on my lips, I am actually wearing J'adore, I don't freaking know, by Marc Jacobs. This is one of their little mini lipsticks, and I wanted to ask you guys a question. I have been buying up all of these kits, like, I don't even know what you'd call them, holiday collection kits, lipstick kits, I don't know. They're for the holiday. I've got like this one. I have the Bite Beauty little kiss kit here. I've got the Movember from Bite Beauty, which are like their two that they put out just for the 2017 November collection. And I want to know, do you guys want me to do like a mini, you know, swatch talk about these kind of lipstick kits? Because I'm wearing one from this kit today, and I don't know if that's something you guys would want. I got them to, you know, check quality. Is it worth it? And I'm going to tell you guys about it eventually, but I don't know if that's something you'd be interested in knowing, hey, yes, are these good? Are these not good? Because I've been buying some lipsticks from the season. I have the NARS one in the shade, I think it was like Anita or something. I've worn that on camera several times. An Urban Decay one that was from Sephora. Just a ton of lipstick sets in general from Sephora, and I don't know if that's something you guys would want to know. So hit me up in the comments and say, hey Paige, yes girl, get together all your holiday lipsticks, because we want to know all the tea on all the lips. That doesn't sound right, but that's what I meant. So, and I just sneak preview, like how freaking cute are you? Okay, that's all we're gonna show. So, you guys, I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you enjoyed this little like trip to the drugstore with me. I feel like I oftentimes have to test so many high-end products because there are just a ton of high-end products, and I look at all products on all price points, and when I saw these there, I was like, this is the perfect opportunity to really check out the highest high and some of the low priced items. And you know guys, I gotta be honest, for 10 bucks, that price set, I don't think it's that bad. If you consider like what a blush costs or whatever, this blush right here is really pretty. So you guys, that is it for this video. And then I've got like on a lipstick that costs more than the whole kit. My life. Ugh, the life of a YouTube person. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna get going, and be sure to I had so many words trying to leave my brain. It was like everything was firing at once. Be sure to check that description box for all my social media handles, because that's where things happen. That's where all the cool things happen. And then, you know, comment, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff on the video. Let me know what you guys think. Did you enjoy these couple days of like, hey, I got this from Walgreens, and this was from Walgreens. I don't know if I said that or not, but this was from Walgreens. So you guys have a great day, night, weekend, whatever it is. And I don't know when this will go up, right around Thanksgiving, on Thanksgiving, I don't know. But have a great Thanksgiving, and enjoy your time with your loved ones, honey, because you love them for a reason. That's all I gotta say. I forget that all too often. I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye. Cheap kits from Walgreens. Ooh.